law school was hard. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Caroline and I'm a first year law student. I just finished my first semester of law school, so I'm going to be reacting to some law school memes because hopefully I understand them now. Maybe I can relate, I don't know. I found these memes on Facebook, on Reddit. I got my friends to send me some of their favorite memes. I make law school themed videos every week, so if you're new, please subscribe, like, leave a comment. Yeah, so let's just get into the memes. So first we have Pikachu and it says, when I was entering law school during the collapse of society. This was me this semester. That blue book is literally called, it's the blue book. It's the legal citation book, so it gives you all the information you know on how to cite legal sources, like the legal way. I don't know why law has to have its own citation method. It was very confusing. I hate citing, so this was a pain to learn, but every law student has this book. And like, I feel like highlighting is such a law school thing. I personally don't highlight anything because I don't know how to highlight. If I highlight stuff in the book, the whole book will be yellow. But I know a lot of people who highlight, and so that's the one thing they recommend getting before you start law school are highlighters. I got them, I haven't used them, but this is literally every law student has highlighters and blue book. So that was me beginning law school. Just me and my blue book and highlighters against the world. Next, me throwing every possible test/analysis at the issue spotter and hoping it sticks. So anyway, I started blasting. This was me during my law school exams. So law school exams, I'll do a separate video on this, but law school exams aren't like normal undergrad exams that you've taken. So what it is the prof gives you a bunch of facts and you basically have to apply the law you learned. So for example, in contracts, you have to spot all the possible issues. In torts, you point out what all the possible torts are. You give arguments for why it is and why it isn't, you know, a tort. And so it's like a typing contest. You basically just have to throw everything at it. Because you're graded on a curve, it's basically whoever hits the most points gets the most marks. So you want to be the person that hits the most points. Yeah, I just typed everything I knew. Like literally all my exams are just me regurgitating everything I learned, which we'll see if it works out. If it does work out, I'll do a video on how I study for exams. Right, so next, November exists, law students. Well, the gravity of my situation just set in. Yeah, this was me in November because, and also my semester this year was condensed. And so November was especially stressful because first of all, you still have to do all your readings for class. You still have class throughout November. So normally readings already take a lot of time, but then you also want to be prepping for exams already too. So that's like outlining, going over your notes, going through supplements, and that takes up a lot of time. Like outlining is so draining. It's literally, I feel like it uses a different part of your brain than just reading. It's very intensive. And so not only are you doing your readings and you're outlining, November, you're also kind of starting to look into jobs. You want to do some networking because December 1st are when jobs open. So November, and especially if you're behind on readings and November hits, it's not a good place to be in. So the November scaries are real. Next, in a similar vein, we have finals anxiety, chasing after two kids with code call anxiety and regular anxiety, and he's gaining on us. I am an anxious person to begin with, and law school did not help. My mental health in November just went and it hasn't fully recovered yet because I'm still applying to jobs, which is very anxiety inducing in itself, but you need someone. So basically this meme just misses the jobs anxiety, chasing after the finals anxiety, and then this meme would be correct. Okay, so this meme was definitely me during the summer before I started. I will be doing a video on everything I wish I knew before starting law school. Actually, going up this week. So keep an eye out for that. But this whole like summer for law school thing is just, it's a roller coaster. Because yes, like this is something I've wanted for almost my entire life. But then now that I have it, it's terrifying because you hear all these scary stories about law school. So yeah, I went through this roller coaster several times throughout the summer. This one is similar to the last one. Applying to law school, let me in. Second week of law school, let me out. Yeah, so in the beginning, the first like 2-3 weeks of law school, it takes a long time to adjust to doing the reading, to doing that type of work. And it's also intimidating because you're meeting all these new, very accomplished people and you're trying to make friends, and it's a lot. So fortunately, I wasn't like, oh my god, like I'm ready to drop out, but it was rough. Okay, so this one This one is a little bit of a contracts meme. It says Peerless, so it's a Kanye reference. It says Peerless, Peerless, Peerless. Which one? Peerless is this really famous contracts case. I'm sure if you go to law school, you will learn about it. Or if you already are in law school, you probably know it. So basically what it is these two people contracted to have a ship deliver, I think it was like cotton or something. And they, on their contract, they said that they wanted the ship Peerless. But the thing is, there were two ships named Peerless, and they both thought it was the other ship. So one ship like came in 1 month and another ship came in like December or something, and they both thought it was the other ship. And so turns out they didn't actually have a contract because they weren't agreeing on the same ship. A lot of law cases involve boats and ships. Moral of the story, don't ever go on a boat. Next. So this meme format is like, I feel like it's very old, whereas you have like just like the font and then like a reaction picture. This reminds me of like 2010 memes, but you know, good memories. So this says, and what do law students say to sleep? Not today. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, there's literally no need to comment on this. It's hard to get enough sleep. I mean, I feel like it was a little bit easier this semester because there was nothing fun to do, so all you could do was study. And so you had no excuse to not be on top of your work, but I just have bad study habits, so didn't sleep as much as I should have. I feel personally attacked with this meme. You know, as I was saying, I have bad study habits, so often I will go to bed like at a reasonable time, maybe like midnight or something, which is fine because I can like wake up at 8, 9 and still get tons of sleep. But then I will sit in bed and I will use TikTok for an hour, and then my brain will shut off for another hour because I'm stressing over all those things. And Reddit is dangerous. It reached a point where I had to like delete Reddit and TikTok from my phone and then like block it on my browser so I would not go on it. It was bad. But yeah, this one is a little bit real. Similarly, wow, a lot of sleep memes. Humans need at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night to function normally. Law school, best I can do is 3. So fortunately, I haven't had that many 3-hour nights this year, probably because I could not go out, and so I had no social life, and so I just spent all that time reading. But maybe next year, oh well, hopefully not. Hopefully I don't have any 3-hour nights. But I've definitely done that in undergrad, and I can see why people are doing it in law school, because law school is hard. This is me right now. Every day I wake up and remember an issue I didn't spot, crying. Yeah. After you take your law school exams, you have like a day where you're like, I'm done. And then the overthinking kicks in and you're like, oh my god, I didn't talk about this, I didn't talk about that. Yeah, so I'm trying to not think about that right now. Cool. Ron case laws, open book exam me. Yeah. So all of law school exams are open book. And you might think, oh wow, that must make them so easy because they're all open book. You have all your books there and your notes. And the dangerous thing is when you have all that information at your at your hands, you start to be like, okay, I might as well put all this information in. And then that's when things go wrong. So yeah, I've definitely thrown a few cases in there to support points that I'm not sure are completely valid. I feel like I see a lot of posts that Civ Pro is hard. For me, contracts is the hardest, and then also I think for my friends, contracts is the hardest too. And it seems like a lot of other people struggle with contracts because from this meme, it says last 2 minutes on a 1L contract law final exam, panic typing, and then it's Kanye West's tweet. I know my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ will make fools of and punish all who have participated in unfair contracts. Yeah, I think contracts is easily my worst exam. I had literally no concept of whether I was putting in the right facts and analysis just at all. I was just typing things and I was like, hopefully this makes sense. And so I'm sure at some point what I was saying was probably looked a lot like what Kanye is saying. Yeah. Does anyone really understand contract law though? But we'll see how I did. And finally, we've got a little bus driver meme. If Rudy Giuliani can make it through law school, you will too. You know what though? Like, I was literally thinking about this the other day. Like, I wonder if he truly believes in what he's doing or if he's just doing it for the bag. But then at what point do your morals kick in and you're like, okay, maybe the bag isn't worth it anymore. Those are all the law school memes I have for this video. Let me know if you guys like this kind of video. If you like this, I'll do a part 2 with more memes. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great holiday season, you guys.